We'll see.
Okay. Hopefully it worked for me.
I can hear you.
Yay.
We've done it again. We've solved every problem.
We
It's
will
like,
continue to do so.
so you're welcome.
No more problems for
Anybody, if
anyone.
anybody has a problem and then it's resolved, you're welcome.
We're doing this earlier than we usually do, which means there's sun in my room.
Yeah, we have like daylight shining upon us. Yeah. Welcome to women's town.
Welcome to Women's Down. So
Yeah.
anyway, we're talking about Eternal Sunshine of the Spotless Mind. Just got a Mountain Dew in the mail.
What? How can that happen?
My father is like a rewards member at 7-Eleven, so he can
Okay.
order fountain pop deliveries.
Well,
Yeah.
that's great. That makes a lot of sense.
Rocks.
Yeah.
Yeah, it does.
Yeah. Um, I wrote down
Oh, go
like
ahead.
2 weeks ago some things about the Truman Show that I'd forgotten to mention. And so
Yay.
at some point we can talk about those. But I also wanted to just tell you about something funny that I saw, which was like um somebody doing it was like a YouTube shorts of somebody interviewing Anthony Fantano, and they asked if he thinks that Zoran Mamdani is a good rapper. And, but one of the comments like was saying like, "Oh, he's okay, but he's not as good as Busta Rhymes." And I was like, "Yeah, obviously." Like you could say that about any, not even amateur rapper, just like pretty much any rapper. Yeah, he's okay,
Not
but like
as,
his flow isn't as good as Busta Rhymes. Yeah, I bet.
yeah,
It
he's a
was
pretty
so funny
decent
to me,
painter,
just
but
like,
he's no Da Vinci.
right, it's like, probably
Okay.
not.
Yeah.
It just was so funny, like an obvious like joke question in this interview to like keep it lighthearted, you know. Well, I know how you feel about Mamdani's politics, but how about his rapping? Like, it just was so funny that somebody was like, "No, seriously, he's just okay."
That's awesome.
It was really good. Not as good as Busta
So
Rhymes.
that is funny.
Yeah,
This makes me laugh and laugh so.
and laughed so hard.
Well, why isn't he as good? Is anyone asking that question? Isn't he putting in the
Like,
work to become that good?
how dare he not be as good a rapper as Busta Rhymes?
Yeah, actually,
Yeah, I think he's not following
he's not
through on
working
his
for the
campaign
people.
promise.
We elected him through
Yeah,
massive voter fraud. We deserve to have a
obviously.
say.
Yeah. And I messaged him too. I said, "Listen, man, I'm only gonna vote for you if you like kind of up your game on the rap stuff. I don't think it should
Hmm.
be a side hustle anymore."
What did you do that during one of your dream conversations that you had with him, or did you send him like
No, that
a
was just
DM
over
or
like personal email. Yeah.
okay, yeah.
Yeah.
Not a lot of people know this, but Olivia is actually really close personal dream friends with Mom Donnie.
Yeah, that's true.
Zoran.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. We're on a first name, but you can call him Mr.
I'm knitting a pair of mittens for my father.
I'll tell him. Don't worry. I'll let him know.
No,
I'll tell him.
don't. So look at how good it's turning out.
Ooh.
They're gray because it's real wool and it's hand spun. I bought it in the
Ah,
middle of West Virginia.
nice. You should leave him like that.
It actually is choice in the pattern if you want to keep going or leave it like this.
Yeah. You could do like you know those it's like gloves, but then you also can fold over into mittens. You could
Love
do that,
those.
like do the flap thing. Hmm.
I do like the flaps. My hands don't get as warm in gloves.
Hmm.
You feel like that? Like I used to layer a bunch of gloves on in the morning when I would drive to like school and stuff. Like three
Hmm.
pairs of gloves on. My fingers would just never ever. I feel like if you have a thin pair of gloves and a good thick pair of mittens,
Mm. Then it
that's a
locks it in.
winner, brother. Hmm.
Hmm.
Hmm. Hmm. Hmm. Because the thin pair of gloves keeps off any of the the potential air coming through the fibers in the mittens, you know?
Hmm. That's true.
But
That's
mhm.
science. And who are we to fight against science?
We often argue for science.
Hmm.
And in STEM, hello, that's why we're
Hello.
here, baby.
Hey, that's the name of the channel. Yeah. Exactly.
Did finals go?
Good.
Yay. Did you get a 3 out
Yay.
of 50 on any of your assignments?
No, but I got a 100 out of 6.
That's like the opposite of what happened to me. That's awesome.
Hmm. It was just because, like, you have like an end of course evaluation. You have to like fill out the survey for your teacher or whatever. And so most people would just put it as like, just as long as you did it, you get like a couple bonus points or whatever. But just my teacher
Hmm.
input it wrong, so it was only out of 6 points, but he just like typed in 100. So for a while, I was like, dude, I got 1,600%.
That's awesome.
Let's go. Yeah.
Just that good.
Mhm.
Got that
My
A
survey was
plus
amazing. It was
plus.
better than all the other surveys. Yeah,
That's
that was
so
pretty
funny.
good.
It's, it's like how they do those after the survey, give you bonus points for doing them.
Hmm.
I
It
like
was
that.
nice because it's like I'm
Hmm.
gonna do it.
I
It's
like
the
filling out
easiest, it's
surveys,
like the
especially,
freest points of all time, you know?
yeah. I love giving my opinion unsolicited,
Hmm.
and it's solicited this time. Only that, I'm being bribed to give
Amazing.
it.
Yeah. I had one
I like that.
semester where they were like doing, they were experimenting with different questions. So, like, depending on the class, you'd get like an additional page of questions. But the
Ooh.
unfortunate thing was that there was one professor that I had that I was like, oh, I hope I get those questions and I can give him full points because I just thought he was like so amazing in that area that they were like testing for that semester. And it wasn't on his, it was only on the other
Oh,
professor that I didn't like. And I was like, because I'm
that's
happy
so
to
sad.
say this professor's not good, but I would be even happier if I could say, now this guy. Merrill, by the way, the same guy that I told you about.
Meryl. I love
Hmm.
Meryl. I'm a big
Yeah.
Meryl head.
Hmm. We're always saying
Been for
that.
years. Get a
Yeah.
t-shirt with his face on it.
That's a really
Actually,
good
that would be
idea. Neil,
sick.
we should make t-shirts, Brian Merrill t-shirts. No, they just have a picture of him. They don't say anything.
No, just his face.
It it would be funny if it just said his name in words, but it would also be funny if it just had a picture of him with no words. So I think we can make options. That's what you should do for society next semester. All your budget should be for we can get philosophical society t-shirts and it's like, do you want image or words?
You can't
You're
have
like
both.
image small and it's just a picture of Brian Merrill. Or words large and it just says Brian Merrill.
There's so I'm famously a big Mystery Science Theater fan, and one of their episodes was on the show called Writing with Death. And there's a line shoehorned in, very obviously ADR in the middle of says, "You're as elusive as Robert Denby." Basically just nonsense, but
Yeah.
people go crazy for it. I see comments all the time under this video of people having Robert Denby t-shirts, and people ask them questions all the time, like, "Who's Robert Denby?" And you're like, "Exactly. He's
You're as
elusive."
elusive as Robert Denby. That's really good.
I'm obsessed with it. I've wanted to get one of these t-shirts forever, but like, it's not like they're just for sale. can make
Right.
one, and that's never gonna happen.
That makes sense.
Anyway, I love t-shirts with no context. It's good. That's good
Yes.
to
So
me.
good.
Hmm.
hmm hmm
Yeah. Hmm.
I agree.
I also, you had a friend who went to BYU. He like made his own website and was selling his own merch. He's
Yes.
gay
Yes,
and he
Henry.
had a broken leg.
Yes.
Yeah, these are all
Yeah.
the things I know about him. I wanted to buy one of his t-shirts and I never got the chance. And I've always regretted it.
I know. Well, I can message him for you. Like, hey, when are your t-shirts coming back in stock? My friend who lives in Washington, D.C. and has never met you really wants one. Yeah, he's the Provo
Yeah.
Rancheritos guy.
The what?
The Provo Rancheritos guy. He made a fan account for the Rancheritos restaurant in
Oh, yeah,
Provo.
you told me about this. Yes.
hmm
Yeah. Hmm.
He had like way more followers than their like official social media. And they held a vigil for the restaurant because it was gonna close. And
Huh?
like over 1,000 people came. And they're like all wearing their like funeral attire and like candles. But then it
It'd be
turned out that it
really
wasn't,
funny.
it was only closing temporarily because they were doing renovations. Like it wasn't even closing. So then when it opened back up, there Henry Provo Rancheritos, and then a bunch of people who like went to the event were like, "She's back from her boob job."
That,
Yeah, yeah.
that's awesome. She got a tux, she got a lift. She's
hmm
done something.
She's
She's
looking
just
better than
glowing.
ever. Yeah, she's glowing. She's like she's aging unproblematically or whatever.
So funny. Imagine going in for surgery and everyone's wearing morning black, wearing with candles, just like standing over your dead body. That's what happened to Provo Rancheritos.
hmm She woke up and said, "Where's Henry?" And they said, "Who do you think?"
Boobs. Well, um,
Welcome to Women's Town.
welcome to Women's Down. We're here. And we're both very clearly on top of things.
hmm Just as much
But
as usual.
I haven't had a Mountain Dew in like 2 full weeks, so I feel like I'm drunk on it. So like not even a Baja Blast, it's just normal Mountain Dew. Well, I watched the movie
hmm
and it blew my tits clean off.
Yeah. Yeah.
This
Um,
is it's starting to be a trend, I think. I don't think I'm gonna even be able to watch Ace Ventura because it's listed as a comedy,
mhm.
as was The Truman Show and Eternal Sunshine of the Mind, and neither of those made me
And
laugh
that's
even one single
crazy.
time.
Like
In fact, they were
Eternal
both
Sunshine,
psychological
yeah,
horrors.
Eternal Sunshine especially. I'm like, there's funny, like people are funny in it. There's funny lines. It's not funny. It's
No.
devastating for most of it.
Even like the
Even the
funny
happy part.
scenes,
hmm
the happy parts are the worst. Parts are the saddest. The whole movie's grief borrowing from itself.
Oh my gosh.
And the funny parts where Mark Ruffalo, who by the way, that's Mark Ruffalo. I
That's
didn't
Mark
recognize him until
Ruffalo.
like halfway through because
hmm
I kept thinking like I thought it said David Cross. I thought David Cross was in this, but that's not David Cross. That's the whole. I was like,
David
that's
Cross
not
is
him.
different.
He's a different guy. Yeah. So I,
hmm
I spent like half of his scenes trying to figure out like who is this guy.
Yeah.
I figured it out
And then you
eventually.
saw his forearms and you're like, oh, right.
Yep.
Yeah, yeah.
Anyway.
Dedicated listeners will know that Whitney had plans to watch it one day and then didn't have time. And
Mhm.
so I said thumbs down to that confession. And she said, I know, I'm sorry, I hope I'm flayed alive. And I said, good news.
You will be.
You will be.
Oh, but that's what I'm saying about Mark Ruffalo. It's even the funniest part in the movie to me is when they're like supposed to be doing their job. It's him and the girl
Mhm.
Mary, and they're
Yeah.
dancing like in their underwear on his bed over his
Yeah.
like
And they're like drinking and he's in the middle of the bed.
unconscious, going through the horror labyrinth of
Yes.
his own mind. That's
Genuinely.
like
Mm.
it's like funny on the surface, but that's scary.
Yeah, that's really bad.
Yikes.
I really like the part too where Mark Ruffalo, Elijah Wood is talking about like how he met his new girlfriend, and Mark Ruffalo is like, "Do you realize how unethical that is?" While he's sitting there giving a man brain damage. I'm like, I don't know if
Yeah,
you're one to talk actually. Like I think
yeah, interesting.
like it is unethical. He shouldn't be doing that, but also like
Hmm.
maybe none of us should be here in this situation today.
Yeah, I think that's this movie's it was almost perfect to me. I'm only gonna give it a 98% though.
Hmm.
The 2% missing would have been if they had a scene where Elijah Wood was actually flayed. I
Was
think that would have
actually
made it perfect. Flayed alive.
flayed alive. That would have been good. Yeah, because he was bad. He was bad in it. He was a bad guy.
Ooh, so
Yeah.
bad. If even the giving guy brain damage person looks at you and says, "Man, that's a little
I
ooh,"
don't think you should do that. Yeah. You're doing
then
something wrong. Yeah, your
ooh,
life is
and he
bad.
didn't even know. He didn't even know the half of. He just know that he stole a girl's panties from her apartment. That's all
Yeah.
he knew. He didn't know that he had stolen this man's memories
Yeah.
and was
That's
using them to
crazy.
seduce this girl.
Full of his backpack full of Joel's like journal and like letters. It's like, oh, the frozen lake. Yeah, totally.
I'm so happy. I am right where I want to be. I've never been so happy than I am in this moment.
And she's like, we should leave. I hate this. And he's like, where did I go wrong? Probably being inauthentic.
Dude,
Probably like
like,
trying to insert yourself into the life of somebody else.
wow. Ooh,
Yeah,
okay. Mm-hmm. We should
yeah,
do letters.
we should. I've been trying to think
Yeah.
of some. I know that Mary starts with M.
Mm-hmm. And Elijah Wood starts with E.
That's true.
They're both fairly minor, but also integral parts of this movie,
Yeah.
which is fun.
S for sadness. And T for terrible, horrible, no good, very bad day.
Yeah, that could work. I
Yeah, I just don't know.
was thinking S could be stolen memories, but I feel
Hmm.
like sadness just kind of captures the rest of it better.
Yeah, because it's like the whole thing of it.
Yeah.
Yeah,
So
yeah.
anyway, we're talking about Eternal Sunshine of the Spotless Mind.
Yay, everyone claps and cheers and doesn't get so, so sad.
Ooh, tears streaming down their face. Yay. Hmm. I want to preface
I
this
made
with a,
it the most
a
recent
short story.
time that
What?
when I rewatched it for this, I made it almost all the way through without weeping. And I was like, I'm so
Oh,
strong and
nice.
brave, but I didn't make it all the way.
You didn't make it. Was it when he said okay?
Mhm. Yeah, in the hallway.
I was like, okay, I'm just gonna jump off the
Yeah.
roof.
Yeah.
Hmm. I do like I've talked for a while about when Harry met Sally, when you find the
Mhm.
person you want to spend the rest of your life with, you want the rest of your life to start as soon as possible, being line of all time. By the way,
Yeah.
Rob Reiner,
I know. Yeah.
dude, that one actually,
That
because I don't
one
have
hurt.
parasocial relationships with anyone because I'm too pretty.
Hmm.
Uh, that one, yeah,
That one
that's
hurt
rough.
though. That's
That
a
one hurt.
loss. Yeah.
Yeah, where was I going with that? Oh, yeah, when Harry met Sally being the most romantic line of all time, to
Yeah.
the point where it's like almost overdone, but that's how good it is. But I was not prepared for how much Jim Carrey's performance of that one single spoken word
Of just
would
saying
like
okay.
cut me to my
Mhm.
core. Okay. I was like,
And then she goes, okay. And they just kind of laugh. A bullet?
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah. Dude,
yeah.
what the hell?
Yeah.
It kind of reminds me of it's the same principle behind there's a scene in Crimson Peak where
Hmm.
Tom Hiddleston's character is grabbing uh, in Wonderland's character. I don't remember her name.
Hmm.
Like that's a movie I really wish I liked. Seen it for a couple of years. Maybe I should give it another go.
Hmm.
But they originally had this whole like speech planned out for Tom Hiddleston. She was like, "You betrayed me," and he like lists all of these long reasons and a whole long explanation. But really, what the scene ended up being, they were like, "Nah, this is better." She's like, "You lied to me." He said, "I did." She said, "You poisoned me." He said, "I did." And she said,
Hmm.
"You said you love me." And he said, "I do." And
Hmm.
they're both crying, and he's trying to get her to like just stay and listen. It's like it's just the story. I did, I did, I do, and everyone was
Hmm.
like, "Damn."
Mm.
He kind of ate
Okay.
with that. But okay,
Yeah.
let's take 3 pages out of the script. We don't need them anymore.
Hmm.
So it like that, like
Yeah.
you do see? Do you get it?
Yeah.
Feel like I'm doing that thing with that one post about poetry. You know the one I'm talking about? Like I could be like the poets who articulate everything so well. And they wrote like a whole paragraph, and then someone like replied with just
Oh,
like
yeah,
the
yeah.
first line, not blacked out. I feel like that's what I'm doing here. I'm trying to over explain things when like all I need to do is just like, have you watched it?
Hmm. Yeah,
Okay.
like, because they could have this whole speech, or they could just say, okay.
Yep. Yep, 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 yep. So I went into this. I didn't know one single thing about this movie, not one.
Yay,
So
I
again,
love it that way. Yeah.
I was
It's
expecting
devastating,
comedy.
but yeah.
Love how they kind of went against type, Jim Carrey and Kate Winslet. Love them.
Yeah.
Have you ever seen her do like the quiet? And she's like kind of subdued and like
Hmm.
she's not
Like
very
a
over the top.
demure, yeah. Mhm.
Yeah.
In this
And
one,
Jim
she's like a
Carrey,
little bit crazy, and Jim
she's
Carrey
super
is
crazy
like
insane.
shy and reserved. Yeah.
Yeah, that whole first scene, which by the starting at the end of the movie, again,
Yeah.
why don't you just
Hmm.
shoot yourself?
Hmm.
Oh yeah, they go against type.
Hmm.
And I know he's a talented actor. I know the rituals are intricate. I know they are.
I
We've
just
been
know
watching Jim
it.
Carrey. It's been Jim Carrey month. We have seen the entire breadth of his like ability. I know he's a talented actor, but still to see him be like introverted to the point where he's like almost like codependent
Hmm.
on the first person that he attaches himself to, like
Yeah. We can
yeah,
we kind of started at the end just because that kind of last conversation is so life-changing. But
yeah.
we can I took notes from the beginning.
Oh yay.
So we
Okay,
can
I
start
didn't take
over.
notes.
Okay. He wakes up on the morning of Valentine's Day and he's like, I don't know, maybe I just woke up on the wrong side of the bed. I'm not feeling it. I'm gonna call in sick. Maybe I'll go to Montauk. And he goes to Montauk and he's like, the beach in February. Great idea, Joel. Like he's miserable, but he like does it anyway. He just like feels compelled to leave but doesn't know why. But he's writing in his journal on the way there, and he's like, "This is my first entry in 2 years. Like, I don't even remember the last time I wrote in here." And I think watching it for the first time, you're like, "Oh, this poor melancholy guy," and then watching it for the second time, you're like, 2 years,
hmm hmm
and you want to tear your heart out. Because it's scary how much time can just like slip away from you, and then it's
Yeah.
especially scary how much time could be stolen from you through nefarious purposes.
hmm That's what I didn't get about this. Like, again, I'm suspending my disbelief. But also,
Hmm.
like, how do you just walk around with like huge gaps?
Yeah.
If someone tried to erase Jen from my memory, we're not even dating.
Yeah.
But
But it'd be
like, what
weird
would I?
because that's like so much of your, you wouldn't remember so much of your work
Yeah,
because she was there like almost every day that you were there.
yeah, about 2 years.
Yeah.
What it like everything I associate with her, every person that I associate with her, our
Yeah.
mutual friend. Like, what would you with you know
Yeah,
even
exactly. Well, and
function?
that's why, like, at the beginning, like, when she's like a little bit manic and he's a little bit like, nothing interesting ever really happens to me. Like, he just thinks that he's boring and she thinks that she's crazy. And I think that
Hmm.
those are maybe aspects of their personality that they had that were like hugely magnified by this procedure because it kind of got rid of their experiences of other things.
Yeah, that's
If
true.
Joel is like this kind of mundane guy and he keeps her grounded and then he's erased from her mind, of course she only remembers like feeling crazy. And if she's what keeps excitement in his life and then she's erased, he only remembers just like, but I just think I'm boring. I think my life is boring.
And then if he uses the trigger word nice, which she's associating with Elijah right now,
Hmm.
then yeah, she's gonna snap at him a little bit
She's gonna be
because
like,
she's
pick a different word.
untethered.
What's wrong with you? Because,
Yeah,
hmm
really liked her too. You figure her more out more as you go throughout the movie when you go through his
hmm
memories, but love that she's like the manic pixie dream girl, but not
hmm
like the what she says to Joel the second time. Okay, first go around, and then he meets her at the bookstore where she works because he left her.
hmm
Yeah, okay. And she's like, I'm not a concept, I'm a person. I'm not going to fix you.
hmm
Like, gonna do,
Yeah,
if you're
which
gonna
is
be
a
with me, be with
refreshing
me.
thing for the manic pixie dream character to say. Like, no,
Yeah,
this
it
isn't like a
is.
fantasy for you. This is my actual life.
Yeah, and I like that she's not romanticized in the way that manic pixie dream girls normally are. Like, she is manic. There are
Yeah,
times when she's angry and not kind and like
yeah.
impulsive.
And she says the
Like that
wrong
she,
things and she does the wrong things and she's impulsive. Yeah.
yeah, all
And
these
I,
things. It's not like all love in my heart to Scott Pilgrim.
mhm,
She's not like Ramona Flowers.
right.
Very much not. It's like
Because the
there's
whole
similar
point of her is to
archetypes, but
be a similar archetype, but not the same. And so,
yeah.
and I think it's, again, just like there's maybe some part of her that is this way that's like kind of blown out of proportion by the procedure, right? Because you see, like, later when she's
Hmm.
talking to um Patrick and is like, I don't know what's wrong with me. Like I just feel so confused. I don't know what's going on. And he knows what's going
Hmm.
on and won't say anything because he's bad. But
Because
you
he's the
kind of think
evilest
that
person
like
to
that's
ever
part
live.
of it, right? So in their first conversation
Yeah.
where she's like a little bit like dippy and doesn't really say
Hmm.
all the right things. Well, she just had this like serious trauma happen like a week ago. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Not only physically in her brain, but also she's mourning for something that she doesn't even know she's mourning for.
Yeah.
Not like the loss of the relationship and the loss of the memories. There's a gap there, and she doesn't know that. She's just
Yeah.
trying to fill the void with like however she can in her
And so she's
mind,
like, I don't know, I
physically.
guess I'm just impulsive. I guess I'm just irrational. But it's like, no,
Yeah.
somebody like took part of your brain out. That's why you're irrational.
Medically, they have a license to do this. Oh, this is the other thing I like about the different, like she's the manic pixie dream girl, but not is that Joel doesn't pursue her. She's the one who
Right.
goes after him.
Yeah.
I didn't realize how big of a difference that made until like they were talking and she kept initiating.
Hmm.
He didn't ever. In fact, he was like, actually, I have to write like I'm kind of doing stuff.
Right.
And she's like, okay. But like she kept starting the conversation,
Hmm.
apologizing. She's like, hey, I'm sorry. I don't know. I'm going through a thing right. And she's like, you gotta call me, come over to my house, come in for a drink, let's go for a date. Can I go over to your house for a nap? All of these things,
Yeah.
it's all her. She likes him. He's drawn to her. He looks uncomfortable and awkward, but never at any point do you get the sense that he wants her to stop, really.
Right.
Like
I think he
he's
just
so
like
drawn to
he
her.
just doesn't know
He's
what to
That's just
do.
his personality. Yeah, he's caught off
Yeah.
guard. And I liked that. I really liked the reversal.
Yeah.
it did make
It
her
makes a
seem like a
big
person.
difference. Yeah,
Yeah, with her own agency
definitely.
and choices. She
Because you
chose to
kind
go
of
after
wonder,
him
like,
because he's peaceful.
and then the example, like comparing it to like Scott Pilgrim, you always kind of wonder, like, what makes people interested in Scott Pilgrim? You know?
Hmm.
You're like, how did this happen? But in this one, it makes sense because it is just like, oh, he's just like a calm guy,
Hmm.
and she likes him and she's drawn to him. I like that it's her initiating because it makes more sense.
Yeah,
You're not like, how did he end up with her? It's you're like, oh yeah.
yeah, that makes sense. And she is impulsive. She does
hmm
make like she says right when they get back to her place, th- she's like, "I'm gonna marry you." You know, she
hmm
means like she makes all these decisions like rapid fire. It wouldn't make sense for him to go and ask this random girl out. He writes in his journal, he's like, "Why do I keep falling in love with the first like random woman to pay me any attention?" Where she like glances at him in the cafe. I love
Uh-oh.
this movie ripped me apart from the inside out.
Yeah. Ow. That hurt. Yeah.
Yeah, yeah, but like
Yeah.
he's not gonna make any move. It just fits so perfectly with both their personalities. I love it so much.
And that's just the first bullet point. The next one, oh, the next one was just funny. He like gets to the beach and he's like, "This is overrated." I was like, "Okay, Anakin." I hate sand. I was like, "Yeah, totally."
I do
Um,
kind of feel like he's right though. The part where they're on the beach and it's snowing
mhm.
was like, maybe that's what hell's actually like. No
Yeah.
fire. I think that's, you
I
know,
think it's just like a little bit too cold.
cold and damp.
You're like, yeah, and you're like, this isn't a place that's supposed to be cold.
This isn't a place of honor.
Yeah.
And not only that, but the wind is snow is blowing in your face, water from the sea, salt and
Yeah, and like
sand
it's
it's
salty
all
and
blowing at
sandy
you.
and snowy. Yeah. Yeah.
That's the if this were me and
He was
if I were
right.
in either of their places, he was right. I wouldn't have gone to that
hmm
party in the first place.
hmm
This story never would have happened because I someone said we're going to a party on a beach and it's not June, July, or August. I'm not going.
hmm
That's the end of that. Bye.
Oh, and then this is, I guess we kind of touched on this, but in their first conversation on the train, where he says like, I no, I wouldn't think that about you. And she says, why wouldn't you think that about me? So she
Yeah.
like says something about like says something negative about herself, and he's like, no, I wouldn't say that. And she's like, why? As if he's rude for not thinking badly about her, and they just met today.
30 seconds ago.
It's just so funny. She's like, how dare you? Really
The
like,
other thing
yeah,
I liked
it's funny about it.
is he's nice. And he says, I'm sorry, I was just trying to be nice. And that gets under her skin. I love it. And he says later too, he's like, I'm the only nice guy she's ever gone out with. So clearly
hmm
this has been a theme in their relationship that he is nice and he's been consistently nice over the course of many years. That's not something that she's used to. But this time, the second time they're meeting, the first time, he's nice and that annoys her.
hmm
And a lot of other Manic Pixie Dream girls, it's like, oh my gosh, a man being nice? I don't know what to
Yeah.
do here. You know?
hmm
I really liked that she's abrasive.
Yeah.
It's good.
And it doesn't make it like it doesn't make anybody like her less. She's allowed to just be
No, she
abrasive
just
and
feels like a person.
still be attractive and interesting and yeah.
Yeah, yeah.
Yay. Two
Women.
feminist masterpieces in a row from Mr. Jim Carrey. Um,
Literally, the double feature that I had this week is The Grinch and Eternal Sunshine of the Spotless Mind. Yeah.
yeah,
Can
yeah.
recommend. I would do it in reverse order, though.
If you kind of want to pick me up after the worst movie of your life. Yeah. Okay, the next moment that I wrote down is like, so they go out to the frozen lake, they come back and she's like sleeping and she's like, no, let me stay with you. I'll just run in and grab my toothbrush. So he's kind of like waiting in the alley by her apartment. And
Hmm.
Elijah Wood is like, "What are you doing here?" And he's like, "What?
He
Do you
knocks on
need
the
something?
window and
Like,
says, "Can I help you?"
can I help you with something?" And he's like, "No, like I don't know who you are." And the first time watching it, you're like, "Who's this creep?" And then the second time watching it, you're like,
That's the creep. That's the creep.
because I mean, you can imagine you're like freaked out. You've been seeing this girl who erased this guy, and then you go to the guy's house and erase his memory too, but then leave early to hang out with the girl, but then that doesn't work out. And then like the next day, you're like, I'm gonna go back and make it right. And he's there. Yeah, you'd be concerned.
Yeah, that is actually kind of nice. I hadn't thought of that. Is that Elijah Wood is kind of in his own personal torment nexus of his own
And
creation
he deserves that. Yeah,
and more.
yeah. Hmm. He's
Hmm.
such a creep in this movie. It's so bad. What does he do with those letters, by the way? He has
I
Joel's
don't
like
know.
ripped out journal pages and like the love notes and stuff. And then once he breaks up with Clementine, does he give them back?
I have to imagine he burns them in a rage because of how he's the worst.
Because of how he's crazy.
Yeah, like the whole time I was just mourning 2 years of your life gone, more than
Yeah.
that too, because he kept trying to hide her in his memories. So all those
Yeah,
memories are gone too. So all these random things in his life are gone. He has nothing else. And then this creep doesn't even give him his backpack back, full of all
I
those
know.
like 2 years of his life.
Yeah. Like
It's
the
like the
one at
Library of
the end.
Alexandria burning.
Yeah. It's like at the end when so she plays the tape of what she said about him, and then later she goes to his place to apologize, and he's playing the tape of stuff he said about her. And he's like, "Look what I found. Like Halloween from last year or whatever." He like finds one of the drawings.
Hmm.
And they're like, "Wow." Just have to imagine the relationship that they had, and they don't
Yeah.
know. Meanwhile, Patrick gets to have all their stuff.
And now she doesn't even know what, like, oh my gosh, I just realized that she took him to the ice immediately after she took Patrick to the ice. Oh my
Yeah,
gosh. I'm gonna kill myself for real.
because they meet in Montauk on Valentine's Day, and then they do like, "You should call me and like wish me happy Valentine's Day." And then I think it's that weekend that they go, so it's like maybe a week
Yeah.
since she went there with Patrick. Yeah,
And fled in terror to
yeah,
the
because
point
he's like, "I could just die of happiness right now," and she's like,
then
"No."
do.
Yeah, then perish. Like,
And she just immediately like knows.
mhm,
She doesn't know how she knows, but she's like, it'll be different with this guy.
yeah.
And it is. And they do it like they get back from the ice and she's like, okay, I'm coming over to your house for a nap and a tea party.
Yay.
Like she knows. It's different.
Mhm. And you know how when this is jumping ahead also, but you know how so Mark Ruffalo and Elijah Wood go to his apartment and they're like, it's kind of sad. Like it's kind of boring. Yeah, because he had to take out everything that reminded him of his like partner that he had for maybe up to 2 years at this point.
Hmm.
So
And not only
that's probably
that,
a lot of stuff. You know, he had to get rid of anything that reminded him of her, anything that they made together, any pictures of her, any pictures of him that she took,
yeah,
anything that they did with their friends as a group, you know? So that's like a lot of his life, actually. His apartment would be boring.
absolutely. And on top of that too, the loss of a relationship in the first place, you're not the happiest person.
Right, like I
You're
bet it's
probably gonna be a
sad.
little depressed. Might be a
Yeah.
little bit, it might smell
Oh,
a
it's
little bit stale
sad.
in
Oh,
there.
it's uncomfortable. Mm-hmm.
Like, are you bullshitting me right now, Elijah
They
Wood?
get like
Stop.
2 seconds of like understanding what his situation is, but they still like don't get it.
I
Like this
do
guy's kind of
appreciate again,
sad. This guy's kind
Mark
of
Ruffalo's
depressed.
like I know that Mark Ruffalo is definitely evil in this situation on account of he's the one stealing the memories, but I do appreciate that he's got like a certain level of professionalism up to a point.
Hmm.
But he's like, Patrick, like, dude, this is his house. We're here to do a job. It's an apartment. It's like, what do you expect from him? Like, he
Right.
pushes back at Patrick a little bit. He's like, come on, man. Like, there's a reason we're doing this. These people are sad enough and desperate enough to be asking for this. They're probably not going to be living in like the nicest environment for themselves.
Yeah.
It just goes to
Which
show
is
there's
then like
nuance
the
to people.
yeah, he's a little
The
bit
most
voice
evil
of
person in the
reason,
world.
even though he's crazy. Yeah.
Yeah.
And then I think my last nice fun note is after that point they have like the credits and John Bryan did the music and I think the music is really fun. I think
He
it's
did a good
good. It's like
job.
at the beginning when they're happy, it's like bassoon, you know. It's nice.
Yeah.
Yay.
I read
And then
something
that's the end
too
of
that
that.
they when they're talking on the train that they were originally going to have music fill the silence between Joel and Clementine. Like whenever they stopped talking, the music would fill in the space. But then they decided, let's do the opposite. Let's have the music go while they're talking, and then while they're not talking, there's nothing.
Mhm.
And that's kind of sick.
I think that works.
It works really well because the music, it doesn't like people knew how to mix sound back then. So the music
Yeah.
is soft and
And
quiet in the background.
can I
You
tell
wouldn't even
you
notice it.
can I tell you
Yeah.
something else that people used to know how to do?
Yeah, lights.
Lights, yeah.
Have you seen my flashlight? Hi.
Hi. 'Cause like what if people could have a an understanding of the emotional depth of a scene based on what it looked like?
Yeah, he's frantically dragging this
Like
person
wouldn't
behind
that
him
be
in the
something?
dark, lit by a flashlight, like literally like an itty bitty booklight.
Yeah. Yeah. He has just
Everything
like
else is dark. It's only the faces of the people that he's talking to are illuminated.
mhm.
Okay, and tell me
And so that's
that
a
that doesn't
creative choice
communicate
that people did
an
on
infinite
purpose to
amount of information.
communicate a certain mhm.
Yep. Yep.
Yeah. It's very like there are moments where it's almost like theatrical, I think because that moments where he's like spotlighted and then everything else is dark and you're like, you know, I love a dramatic lighting. I love
Yeah,
a look into the emotion of the character based on the colors and lights around them. Oh well.
pretty good. That reminds
Um,
me of the practical effects in the movie. There's so many of them.
yay.
Like the scene where he walks out of the library and into his friend's apartment. Dude,
Awesome. Awesome.
I watched it probably 5 times. I just kept going back. I was like, dude, do it again.
I saw that. I saw what you did. Yay.
Heidi and I just watched a movie this weekend that I'll be honest, I did not care for. Did not like it
Mhm,
very much. It was the one with George Clooney and Adam Sandler.
mhm.
Um, and it's about this actor, very successful actor, like reminiscing on his life and how he doesn't have like anybody that he really cares about in his life.
Yeah.
Anyway, Adam Sandler, his like dramatic performances kick
Yeah. He's like Jim Carrey in that way.
Yeah.
It's like I think people see them as just like these kind of corny guys, but then when they do dramatic acting, you're like, oh, okay.
Takes the bones right out of your legs. Yeah,
Yeah.
they'll kill you if you're not careful.
Yeah.
But anyway, so the movie, but it was beautifully filmed because it was like it'd have George Clooney walking into the bathroom of a plane, but then he walks out onto a stage. Like he's walking through a moving
Yes.
train,
Yes,
then
yes,
he walks onto a set of
yes.
a movie. And that did this like a dozen times
Yay.
throughout the movie, and every time I was like, "Oh,
I like I like that.
I'm here for that." Yeah.
Mhm.
Yep. It rocks. It rocks so hard. Anyway, so I
That's
like it when they
really
do
good.
that.
Yeah, I like
Hmm?
it when they do that. Do you think
Yeah.
do you think that when people watch these, they can tell that I was raised by people who do technical theater? Probably.
I think they might be able to.
Yeah, because I'm like, what if the lighting
Yeah.
and sound design worked together and made sense?
I
People were wearing
think they can
good
also tell
costumes.
that you're in band on account of you're like, that's a bassoon.
Yeah. Yeah, I like music.
And lights.
Yeah. I like costumes. I like sets, props even.
Go crazy for a good prop,
Yeah.
he said.
Yeah.
Mhm.
In the beginning of the movie, he like wakes up and he's like he has this moment of like, huh, before he gets out of bed. And then later when you're watching the movie and you're like, oh, he bought new pajamas right before the procedure thing. And then he woke up in new pajamas
Mhm.
and was like, what? So when he has that like moment of hesitation, it's because he doesn't recognize these pajamas. He's never worn them before. When did I get these? Why would I?
Okay, that's fine.
And
I feel like this
so,
movie is gonna have infinite rewatch potential.
yeah, because anytime you watch it, you're
For
like,
all of the Billy, I'm like, oh,
yeah, yeah.
okay.
It's only for
I
like,
didn't notice the pajama.
yeah, it has infinite rewatch potential, but it has to be like, I don't think it's like a movie that you can throw on whenever, like there are like movies that are good for any occasion, and then there are movies that are like, I'm really kind of having an emotion right now, and I need to watch a movie
Yeah,
about it.
yeah,
You
yeah.
know? Yeah. So when you're feeling like the emotion, then this movie has infinite rewatch. Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. It's like everything everywhere all at once. That's not one that you can
Hmm.
just be like, oh, I'm doing laundry this afternoon.
Well,
I'll
just
just
a
throw it on.
fun. Yeah. That's because it's like a experience.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You can do that with Bahubali if you've seen it 8 billion times.
Yeah,
But even
that's
then,
true.
sometimes you're gonna have to stop what you're doing and pay attention.
Be like, yes. Yeah. 'Cause there's so many epic moments in that movie.
Yeah,
And
that
one
is
thing
so
I'll say
true.
about it, good cinematography, good costumes, good lighting. So
Good
sorry.
colors. If we're one thing, we're consistent. We say these things and we mean them, and then when we see them done well, it's like they did that, you know?
Hmm. And we say, you know what this reminds me of? Bahubali, because of how every movie is about Bahubali.
That's correct. And how Bahubali is about Hamlet.
Yay.
Yeah. Hey,
Yes.
speaking of, this is Rajam Lee. Guess who's never seen RR?
And so,
My brother's wife, Alyssa.
yay! Are you gonna see them
And
for
guess who's coming?
holiday?
They're gonna see us because they're coming here.
Yes.
Yeah, yeah. Um,
Perfect. You'll say Merry
they're
Christmas, Alyssa. 3 hours, sit down.
Yeah, exactly. It's kind of funny because
Okay.
we've all been talking about like different activities to do for Christmas
Hmm.
while they're here for like a week and
And
a
you're
half.
like, I think there's one Christmas activity, and it's watching the movies that I want you to watch.
That's literally
Stupid.
it. I'm like, okay, well, Die Hard, It's a Wonderful Life, or we could always watch it, The Christmas Carol. There's a couple different versions. We could watch the Muppet one. We could watch the one, the classic one, A Home Alone 2, obviously, A Christmas Story. I could go on. It's all movies. The only thing I ever want to do is movies. There,
Same, actually.
I've had three different people in my family tell me we're gonna have to leave the house at some point, and I was like, you think? If it were up
You're
to
like, yeah,
me, it
to
would.
run down to the corner store and get some candy and snacks for the movie. Yeah.
Yeah. Why, like, why do we have to do other things? Movies do things for us. We could just sit on the couch, cozy and blanket, or we could go do things, including to see a movie, which Die Hard and It's a Wonderful Life are both playing at the.
That's amazing. That's so good.
Do you want to come out to see Die Hard in the theater with me?
Yeah.
Okay, tell your
I'll
family you
just
won't be
buy,
spending Christmas with them.
yeah, I'll just buy a plane ticket for Christmas, the most expensive time to travel, just to watch a movie
For one day.
for one day. I don't even stay.
Yeah, this is a good plan. I like this.
Yeah, I'm like not even packing an overnight bag. I'm like, I'm just going for the movie and then I'm go right back to the airport.
I can just imagine Heidi saying, like, but don't you guys want to talk and hang out? Hang
Yeah.
out? Like,
Yeah. And we'll say,
we're
Heidi,
doing.
we're hanging out and catching up. I watch a movie, you watch a movie, we're having same experience. Therefore, Our souls
Duh.
bond. Heidi, what's wrong with you?
It's like that painting of what love is, or that painting, they're like, I'm drunk, I gotta paint this, and it's two people in their different colors, and then the yellow connects them. That's Die Hard.
Hmm.
Yeah.
That's a fact.
Can you tell I'm stalling a little bit? I'm still raw watching this
Yeah,
movie.
it's a tough one to talk about same day because it's
It's
like
like,
you've just lived a whole lifetime.
yeah,
And so that's a lot.
yeah. Like it's a spectacular film, and I loved it so much. It really, really, really hurt. Yeah. I did.
Yeah.
The part that hurt the worst probably was it when he's sitting in the waiting room with his stuff, and the lady next to him is sitting with a box of dog
The
things,
dog
and she's
toys,
crying.
so
I'm like,
sad.
they didn't have to do that. Like, I get it.
Yeah.
You didn't
And
have
that's
to tell
so
me that.
crazy to me. The other people in the waiting room or like other people getting the procedure are so crazy to think about.
Hmm.
Um, like how do you think that people are introduced to this idea in the first place? Because Joel hears about it on accident because his friend David Cross tells him even though he's not supposed to.
Yeah.
So how
And
does it,
you're meant to
so
forget about
how
it
did
after it's
how did
done.
Clementine get there? Yeah, how do people they don't do advertising. Like how do they know?
Yeah. And the lady, Mary's on the phone with the lady who wants the procedure again, and she's like, "No,
Hmm.
man, you can't have it done this many times in a calendar year or something." How did the
Hmm.
lady remember about it then?
Right. So that's confusing. That part always confuses me. The like, no, you have to wait until March because you've already done it twice this month, and you're like,
Well,
uh. And wouldn't that be so scary? Like if you call and you're like, I want to schedule an appointment to forget something, and they're like, oh, you can't. You've already been here too many times. Would you not be freaked out because you didn't know that?
that's the worst thing I've ever. I feel
That's
like I
really
learned
bad.
this on an episode of Doctor Who that you're not supposed to erase memories, even the bad ones.
Hmm. Hmm.
Because I was watching this movie the whole time. I was like, I didn't even ever learn a lesson when I was watching this movie because the whole time I was like, I wouldn't have done that better than
Hmm.
you. Like,
Yeah,
what am I thinking of? What taught me this?
I don't know. It might be a TV episode.
I don't remember either. It's just like the most
Maybe you've
terrifying
seen this
concept in the
movie
world.
before and you were like, I can't do this. Erase it from my mind.
I had it erased. It's possible. That happens to me with my brain, even with things I don't choose to have erased.
Mhm. Um, yeah, I think it's so interesting though that Joel like doesn't want, he's like, how can you, how can this be a thing that exists? Like, how can somebody just be so cruel as to like erase another person from their life and never tell them and never say anything, you know? So he doesn't want to do it either until
Hmm.
he just is so burdened by having these memories of Clementine that will always be unreciprocated.
Yeah. And the
It's
fact
like
that she did it to him first. It's
she's
like he's
never
getting
gonna
back at her.
remember. Yeah, she's never gonna change her mind and apologize and remember all the good times.
Hmm.
You know,
And
this
the
is
other thing
like,
too, I mean, like freak out is the fact that he wanted to stop it halfway through. How many people that in the middle of the
hmm
procedure, they're like, no, I don't want, let me keep this one. I don't want to
hmm
lose this one. What about
but
that
then
lady with the dog?
yeah,
Do you think she's gonna want to remember the day she first got that dog? All the good times that they had together?
yeah.
Like,
And but you'd
you
never
say you
know,
want the
like,
bad ones
if you're the
gone.
person working there, you would never know to stop working there because nobody can tell you that you shouldn't be doing it because they won't
Exactly.
remember that they ever wanted it to stop.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, the lady with the dog makes me very sad because I think that there's no, anytime you get a pet, you know, like the average lifespan of that pet. And it's just something that you have to prepare for. Like, we really want to have the best relationship that we can now because we know that it's not going to last forever. So that's what really makes me wonder, like, how people know about this place. Because it just seems like such a normal part of life to, like, you have a dog and you know that someday you won't have that dog anymore. And that's sad.
Hmm.
But that's something that everybody has had to live with forever. So, like, who
Yeah.
told you you don't have to deal with this sadness? because you can just have it erased, you know?
Mhm.
Like, what's the marketing for this? How are people convinced that this is a good idea, or even that
Right.
it's like
Because you
you don't
can't
even have to
like,
erase this like serious traumatic event. You can just erase, you know what I mean? Like, it's not like
yeah,
her abuser, it was her dog. Like,
yeah, well, yeah.
at what point are you like going too far where you're like erasing a loving relationship that you had just kind of on a whim?
And that's the other thing is because Jim Carrey walks in and out and has it done that day. It's not
Yeah,
like a 6 month approval process.
maybe it should
Like
be. Because maybe after that
like
amount of
the
time, you've processed in some other way, and you're like, I actually don't need it anymore.
yeah.
But he
Because
comes in and
again,
Mary's like, we're very busy. I just don't know. But then the doctor guy is like, oh yeah, we can fit you in. I don't believe that man ever went to medical school.
well, and like the thing is you know I'm preaching to the choir here. I know this is the point of the movie, but like, how are you ever going to learn anything?
hmm
Like Joel
Because
and
anytime something bad happens to
Clementine,
you, you can just forget that it ever happened, and then
well,
what?
exactly. Well, Joel and Clementine get back together immediately.
hmm
We don't know how the relationship continues from that point. Maybe they make it work this time around. Maybe they break up again. Okay, like we don't know, you know?
Yeah,
But
yeah.
that lady might be like, you know what? I really want a dog. I'm gonna go get a dog. And then she goes through the whole
hmm
again because she doesn't remember it hurt the first time around. Maybe
Yeah.
she's had a billion dogs. And they just
Yeah.
keep like, it sounds like you're feeding the dogs to the, memory racing machine.
Right. Yeah.
Like, how are you ever going to know if something hurts you if you don't remember that it hurts you? If you put your hand on the stove and it hurt, you're
Yeah.
never going to know not to touch the stove anymore. And you're never going to treasure the moments that you had with the stove before it burned you.
Yeah.
I'm thinking of those Quiznos ads. You remember those?
No.
Where the like woman is seducing the guy. Yeah, I'm gonna find them. I'm gonna send them to you because you've got to include them
Okay.
here in the clip.
Yeah. Yeah. Please do.
I can't believe they aired these on TV.
The only thing I know about Quiznos is that one Vine with the sign spinner who's going a little too hard, and the person's like, I don't even know
I
which
don't
way the
even know which
Quiznos
way the
is.
Quiznos is.
Yay! Screen
You need to see my screen?
sharing. Yes.
Yay. Okay. Here we go.
Scott, I want you to do something.
Not doing that again. I burned.
We both enjoyed
Again.
that. Now I want you to introduce my greatest creation, the new Toasty Torpedo.
The new toasty torpedo.
Yes, Scott. You make one.
Me?
Put it in me, Scott. It's over a foot of Quiznos flavor on Slim Sleek Ciabatta for only $4. Say it, Scott.
Only $4.
Say it sexy.
Only $4?
Sexier.
Only $4.
Quiznos. Toasty.
So that's
Yeah.
the Quiznos commercial.
Yay. That's crazy.
So there's a lot of things about that commercial that I like and that I hate. Number
Mhm.
one thing that I hate is that a sandwich used to be $4
$4.
over a foot of flavor.
Mhm. That's like the $5 foot long.
Yeah. I didn't know
They
that
had
was
that
just a
whole song
temporary
about it.
promotion. Did
I
you know
thought it
that was
was
just temporary?
forever. I
Yeah, I thought it
didn't.
was forever also.
But I did know that in West Yellowstone, because it's a tourist town, like the prices of everything are higher. So one time we went to Subway and they had like the poster with the like high-fiving guy, you know, because it's supposed to say $5 foot long, but it said 8.75 on his name. And that was pretty funny.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. No, that makes
But even
sense.
that is like $8 for a 12-inch. So still, you
Yeah.
know, and that was like these crazy tourist prices.
hmm
hmm It should have been
Yeah.
forever. A sandwich should only be $5 or less forever.
Forever.
Obviously.
None of that material is cheap or
hmm
expensive. It's true, none of that material is cheap,
Yeah,
unfortunately. But
unfortunately. But it easily, I mean, it's bread
yeah.
and like unripe tomatoes. Like, how hard is it?
Yeah.
That was something when Neil came back from Korea, that was like
Yeah.
his number one thing was like, oh, food is like expensive. Because there you can just go to any like vending machine and get something for 50 cents, or like go to like a stand. They just have like stand shops,
Hmm.
anywhere. It's like you can get a nice pair of pants for $5. You can get like, and that's
Tell them to
just how
shut
it
up.
is. Yeah,
I don't need
a
to hear that.
nice like fresh pastry for like $2.
Stop it. Stop it.
And we have to live here.
I feel like Katniss and Catching Fire. Like,
Oh no!
it's not fair. It's
Yeah,
not
it's
fair.
not fair.
So anyway,
Anyway, so anyway,
this
I
movie.
like this movie and I like how quickly,
So I'm so sorry. I can't. I
yeah,
already forgot why I did the Quiznos ad in the first place. So I was thinking
me
I
too.
can't wait to watch this and figure out why. What could we have possibly been talking about? And
Right,
I
what
needed to
led
bring
into
that
that?
up.
The hot stove, because if you touch a hot stove and it burns your hand, you won't remember
Right.
when the
I'm
stove
not
is
doing
good
that
and when
again.
it's
It
bad.
burned.
Hmm.
They
Sexy,
aired that on TV.
sexier, even sexier. Only $4. Um,
Put it in me, Scott. They said that. They said those
they said that
words.
on TV and you saw it as a child. It's crazy. We used to be a country. Yeah,
I have to take a quick minute to go feed my cats. Do you want to come with me?
sure.
Okay.
Um, One thing that I
Hopefully it's
wrote
not
down
dinner
is,
for. Oh, go ahead.
oh, okay. I just feel like a lot of movies would like maybe drag it on a little bit, but I like that
Hmm.
within 20 minutes we've introduced there's a procedure that you can get very precise brain damage to erase memories of a certain person.
Hmm.
You know what
It's
I mean? Like
no more
we've
dangerous than
seen,
a night of heavy drinking.
yeah. Yes,
Like,
it
you're a
is.
doctor. You're
Yes,
not
it
erasing a
is.
night of memories.
Yeah, I did not like that line. Basically, a
Uh-huh.
heavy night of drinking, LOL, is what I wrote. Because I just don't think so. I think it's more serious than that. Um, but I don't know, it just always surprises me like how quickly they get to the point. And I feel like if
Yeah,
it
it's
was made
amazing.
today, it might be like way longer, you know?
Yeah.
Or like in a weird order.
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
Yeah, I appreciated that. That it.
We're getting
'Cause
right
I
into
like
it.
when
We're gonna
movies.
see Joel and Clementine meet, and maybe they have some chemistry. We say, "Ooh, what's that about?" And then flashback to when they broke up immediately. I'm like,
Yeah, I like there are ways that you can do both effectively, right? Like you can wait and not tell a story yet. Hold on, hold on, hold on. Like in Bahubali, you don't know anything for the whole movie. Not even what, like,
mhm.
you know,
Yeah,
like you can trust your audience and just wait and withhold information for a while. But also, there's times where that's not effective. Like, I don't want to spend the entire movie where he has to like figure out, oh my gosh, he erased me. I don't want to
right.
watch that 45 minutes in because the meat of the movie is him realizing I don't want to forget her. And you
Yeah,
can't have like that would be so crammed in at the end. Like
exactly.
if they
Or
didn't,
just be way too long a movie. I haven't watched the new Stranger Things season, but how like every episode's like 90 minutes.
yeah.
For an episode of TV and you're doing more than one, that's a whole movie though. Like you can just
Hmm.
condense the story, say what really matters,
Hmm.
and get rid of all the stuff that you don't need.
Yeah, and it's not even filler episodes
Yeah.
for fun. What could you possibly have to say? I'm
Um,
so sad.
yeah.
I wish that show was still good.
Remember in season one when it had so much potential to be a good show?
I do.
Oh well.
Remember when Noah Schnapp wasn't so like, weird?
Yeah.
Remember
Because
when
he
he
was
was
a
the cutest little kid
child.
in the world and you were like,
Yeah.
oh, so
And he was a
cute.
good actor too.
He was a good actor. And now every time I see him, I'm like, oh no, don't talk.
Mm. You shouldn't be here, Noah
Whoop.
Schnapp. No.
The exact opposite of his character arc in the first season of Stranger Things.
Right, where you're like, come
You
back.
want him to go away.
Yeah. Yeah. Basically heavy night of drinking, crazy, not true. Super misleading thing to say to somebody.
Well,
And
again,
yeah,
has
also
not had time
bad
to process
that
this.
they rush him into it. Like he even is just like going to see what the big deal is,
Hmm.
and then gets convinced, and they're like, well, we can just do it tonight. Yeah, I think they should have a longer time. I think it should be, if they're gonna do it at all, which they shouldn't, then it should be for like
Hmm.
big serious things, that you've taken a long time to think about.
Yeah.
You can walk in? Like that's
Yeah.
crazy.
I can't tell you how long it took for me to get my Adderall refilled.
Hmm.
So, medication that I need and have known that I've needed it for years.
Yeah.
Um, oh, if I can't get Adderall quickly, then how can he just walk in off the street and
Hmm.
that same day have
And be
two
like,
whole
I'm
years of his
mad.
life fucked out?
Yeah. Yeah.
Hmm.
And just for the sake of getting back at somebody who did it first. And maybe she had the same experience where she's like, oh, this is too far. I shouldn't have done this. I don't want to do this, but I can't wake up.
Yeah.
Yikes.
We know that he like ponders a lot and writes a lot and thinks a lot. Maybe the
Yeah.
fact that he is so in his head all the time means that he has a little bit greater control over like thoughts like that he can jump in and out of memories and
Right.
open his eyes a little bit. So the fact that they're like, wow, this is so unusual. That's crazy that he can do like he's doing these things. Maybe that doesn't happen with everybody. That doesn't mean that they're not thinking the same thing, you know?
Right. They just can't get out.
They're trapped.
Yeah.
This is the scariest shit I've ever seen.
It's like so devastating.
I
Um,
genuinely cannot think of anything that I would want to forget in my life like that. Even the people that I hate, like
yeah.
Wyatt. I love to hate that guy so much.
Hmm. That's
He
true.
sucks so bad. If I forgot Wyatt, and I would forget why Jen and I ever started being friends in the first place. If I forgot about Bailey Kivett, who sucks, then I would forget about the 35-mile-an-hour joke, which is the most
I
ridiculous thing that
know.
anyone has
And
ever said to me, ever.
for 25, it's crazy. I think that even if you're not from a very windy place, you'd be like, that seems kind of low. But especially to be from here, it's windy right now. Just can't understand 35 miles an hour. You imagine like a car crashing into something at 35 miles an hour. There's maybe a little damage, but it's not, I don't think anybody's gonna die, you know? So
Yeah,
like how is that the speed of a hurricane?
yeah. Especially when I like we both live in places where the winds get up to like 65 miles an hour.
Yeah,
So you like that's not regular, but it does happen.
but it happens and it happens enough that you're like, wow, it's really windy. I'm gonna remember that this is faster than 35 miles an hour.
And to have so much confidence to call me on it
Yeah.
in front of other people, like unmatched. That's
Yeah.
hysterical. That's the funniest thing that's ever happened.
35-mile-an-hour winds. It's terrible. Your house will get blown down.
Mhm. It's amazing that you can even drive in your car didn't
Yeah.
get picked up and
Although
flown into a
now that I'm
tornado.
thinking about it, she is one of the little piggies whose house is made of straw, so maybe that's it. Maybe that was the problem, is just loose straw. Even straw, like if you've been to like a straw maze and they have like bales, those are pretty
It's
sturdy.
freaking heavy.
35-mile-an-hour wind would not knock that over.
Did
So
anybody
what is,
clock how the wolf could blow? Can we get
yeah,
a
because
reading on
how is their
that?
house made of straw, but he can still blow it down so easy? Because it seems like it's like loose straws. I
Don't
would make it out of
understand.
bales. I would make it out of bales of straw. I don't think the wolf is the villain here. I think the little piggies have no sense of architecture.
I feel like, you know what? He was an inspector, a building inspector. That's what
Hmm.
his deal was.
And he's like, this thing's unstable. It's gonna come down on you as soon as there's like a medium rain.
Hmm.
Yeah.
If I do it now, then I can guarantee that you're not gonna get hurt. I'm just gonna like get it out of the way so that you're not caught unawares when it
Yeah.
happens.
Yeah.
Not if, when. The wolf is like those college architecture professors who jump like full body onto
On like
the
the bridge
students'
project.
structures.
Yeah, to make sure it's stable. Hmm. He's a civil
Mhm.
engineer.
We're always saying this.
Cracked that code.
You know what I gotta watch again is Hoodwinked. That movie's so funny.
Dude, gotta watch that again. That's a crazy movie.
Eternal Sunshine of the Spotless Mind doesn't have the big bad
Eternal
wolf in it.
Sunshine of the Spotless Mind. And we were talking about how he finds a way to like escape the memory map that they've created of Clementine and go into other memories. And they're like, we gotta catch him. Let's just erase these memories too. Mm, that's bad. But also, there's a moment where what's the old guy's name? I just think of him as like the old guy that Mary
He's
is
Harold.
in love with. Harold.
Mhm.
Yes. So Harold is there with Mark Ruffalo, and he's like they're trying to find the memories where he's off map and like get him back into the memory map that they've created. And he says, "Has this
Mhm.
happened before with him? With him? What do you mean? That's crazy." I was like, "You can't say stuff like that. Has this happened before with him? Like before today?" Hmm.
Don't think that.
Don't like that. And at what point again, if Joel went to the doctor's office and was like, I heard about this procedure, blah blah blah, and they have to like act like they don't know him because he's not supposed to remember it. But then what about that woman on the phone?
Yeah, she just
Why
told
does
her
she
you've
not
had
have
this
to just
several times.
remember? Yeah, it's just a
Don't
policy. Like you can't do
understand.
it more than 3 times in a month. What's that about? If I was CinemaSins, I would be very upset about this. So this is obviously a terrible movie because there's like one throwaway line on the phone in the background that's not explained.
Oh, baby boy.
Hmm.
Got
No.
mine right here. He doesn't. He's not visible.
Mhm.
Cat right there.
But I believe you that he's there, even though I can't see him. I know,
I love
buddy.
Zelda so much.
Oh, you're so handsome. So soft, gray kitty. Everybody loves you. Yeah. I
He's
always
got the
tell him
most handsome ear.
yeah, when I compliment him, I always tell him that everybody thinks this. Like, everybody's saying that you have the softest fur. Everybody's saying that they love your little gray nose. He's like,
It's on all the newspapers.
mm-hmm.
I think I told you this, but the other night I was at my friend's house and they have a cat
That's
that's like a little less than
and
a year
he's
old.
little.
And he's so tiny. He weighs like 6 pounds. And they'll just pick him up like one-handed. You could pick him up with 2 fingers if you wanted to. He's like so tiny.
Yeah.
There was one point and he like laid on my blanket and I got up and moved and I just dragged him across the floor with me and I didn't even notice because like I couldn't feel that there was anything on the blanket other than the
Right.
blanket.
Because he was too
And then I
little.
got he's so tiny. He's so little and I love him so much. And then I go home and I have to like lift with my legs and not my back to pick Leo up. He
Yeah.
sprawls out and he's like 8 feet long on the kitchen counter.
Yeah, he's a big boy.
Oh, I love him so much. Look at
Yeah.
him. Tell me that's not the most handsome young man. And there's another young
He's
handsome
curled
man.
up so small, even though
Yeah.
he's big. Oh, I love it when they stick one leg out.
Like it
They
when
like
they like
lounge
perch
with their
their elbow over the
arm.
edge of something and they're like,
Yes. Oh, so cute. I know, Baba.
everything they do is good. I realized that I don't take any pictures of them, like ever. which is
Hmm.
funny because I feel like I'm always looking at them. I just don't take pictures.
Yeah, you're just living in the moment, actually.
Yeah. Actually,
Yeah.
what I do is I call the people around me over to come look at them, and they're like, "Yeah, they're laying down again.
Yeah.
Cute. It's great.
But you
Wow.
look at them with a mother's
No, their
love.
eyes are closed."
Yeah.
Yeah.
Bubba, I'm not letting go. That's okay. Yeah, it was a pretty
Yeah,
good
no, the
cast.
movie's devastating and tragic.
I'm looking at my notes for it, and basically what's left is stuff that we've already talked about. Namely, so I said, has this happened before with him? Which is like a weird phrase if it's the first time they've ever been there.
Hmm.
And then we already talked about the woman who isn't allowed to erase her memories so many times. How does she remember to go there? And then the last one is commenting on, we've already talked about this as well, but Clementine's like, she doesn't have a strong sense of self, and she has like these mood swings that she doesn't know how to handle. And that's also, you know, it's not just because she's so quirky, it's like because she had the potential for that, and it was exacerbated by having her memories erased. So, of course, she doesn't have a
Hmm.
strong sense of self. Patrick.
Maybe she has an undiagnosed like personality disorder that maybe would
Yeah,
disqualify her from a procedure like this, potentially,
maybe. Hmm.
you would think. I mean,
You,
it's
I would
already
think.
crazy and ethical, but the
Yeah,
application of it, like
yeah,
we're talking about a world of lawsuits that would
yeah,
happen, except for people have
definitely.
forgotten the things that would
Except
cause
that they,
them to
yeah, they
file
can't even
lawsuits.
remember that they
They
were
had the
upset.
perfect business.
Yeah, yeah. Um, so Patrick, I just think is such a crazy character because it's wild. Like, at what point do you think he would come clean? You know what I mean? Because at a certain point, you're like seeing this woman who's like, I don't know what's going on. Like, I just feel confused. I feel like I'm
Hmm.
like missing something that I had, but I don't know what it is. Like, I'm scared and I don't know who I am. She says all of this to him, and he's like, "Oh,
Yep.
baby, that's so hard." It's his fault though. He was there. So like would it ever come up, or like how does he imagine this relationship working out in the long run if he can never tell her how they met
Yeah,
or
I
like
have no
why
idea.
she's feeling, you know what I mean? Like is he ever going to encourage her to like go to a psychiatrist because she has this like emotional dysregulation and she doesn't know what to do with it? Like I think if you were a supportive partner under a normal circumstance, you'd be like, well, let's like go to a doctor, let's get it figured out. But if you know that it's
And
like,
that's the thing, is
I'm
he's
making
the
it
male
worse, I'm actively
protagonist in
making
his
it
own.
worse.
Yeah. Hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's the guy in any other Manic Pixie Dream Girl movie.
Hmm. Where he's
He's
chasing after her and she's like this unattainable, like dream woman. And it doesn't
Yeah.
matter that she like is not in the right headspace to be in a relationship, maybe at all,
Yep.
and certainly not with him, because he
Hmm.
knows what's wrong with her.
Yep.
That's
Yeah, that dude
crazy.
sucks.
He's the
She's
he's the
been torn
worst.
apart by wild bears.
Like even Mary, and like I get it. You know what I mean? Like I'll excuse a lot of Mary's behavior and that I would not excuse if it was
Mhm.
Patrick.
Yeah.
Yeah, crazy the confrontation with Harold's wife, where she's like,
My
"Go ahead and have
gosh.
him. You already
You have
did."
already. What? See, that's the crazy thing is again, this movie's like turning everything upside down. Because what other movie do you know about where the wife tells the mistress about the affair? And
And that's like
she's not even surprised.
she confronts Harold and he says, "It didn't start out like this. I came here to work. And she's like, "Save it. I already know what happened before. Just because Mary doesn't remember it, well, you didn't erase my memory.
Hmm.
I know what you're
You
doing
couldn't talk
here."
me into it.
And then when
Insane.
Mary listens to her own recording and Harold is like, "We agreed it's for the best."
Hmm.
Well, he didn't
When he
erase his
said,
own
you,
memory of the event,
yeah, and
only
before he
hers.
said that you wanted the procedure. You were the one who asked for this. But
Yeah,
before suddenly it's we agreed that it would be best. So
right.
suddenly she realizes she has had no control in this ever from the beginning. He's the one who has the
Yeah,
say, always, all the control,
always.
even now.
Yeah,
And again, this is the thing: is she's gonna do the same thing over again? She's in love with
because
him.
she's gonna
She
forget
has been.
that it went. poorly the first time, and the second time,
Yeah.
yeah.
hmm Devastating. I actually really love Mary. And she writes, like, I love the scene where she's leaving with her stuff. Mark Ruffalo chases after her. Like, I
Hmm.
really like you. I'm so, like, I'm genuinely sorry this happened. And you don't know for sure if he's telling the truth.
Hmm.
Like, you
I
want to,
believe
I
him though,
want to
because I
believe
feel like
him.
he's the most rational person at their unethical clinic.
Yeah. Yeah. But, like, you can't know 100% for sure. Like,
Yeah,
Harold said, he's their most experienced, well-practiced technician. I feel like he's
yeah.
being sincere, but there's no way to 100% guarantee it. Maybe he forgot as well. Like
Right.
there's you can't guarantee it. It's always just up in the air, and that's another reason why she leaves. But then the camera pans over and you see the reveal of all the files in her car. And she's been there all night gathering all this
Hmm.
information for these people. Like she just turns on a
Hmm.
dime. She's so like this. He gives people a fresh start, new chance, like
Right.
all
And
these
then
things.
once
And then
she
after she
recognizes the horror
realizes,
of a fresh start,
yeah, it doesn't.
it's so good.
You do literally start over. You're not making any progress. You're not making any changes. You're not learning anything. You're starting over from scratch. It's like you're playing a video game character and you lose all your points and all your lives and you have to start over at the beginning.
Hmm.
Except in this instance,
Except
you don't
even then,
like
you'd
suddenly
remember
learn
that
where
you'd
all of the
played the
tricks
game
are.
before. Yeah.
Exactly. Just from the beginning, she's like, I now realize this is horrible. I want everybody to have the chance that I did to realize that this happened in the first place. You
Hmm.
don't have to like And that's the other thing is there's no way to remember all the things that you forgot. Like I've seen
Yeah.
episodes of TV shows where they have like their memories forcibly taken from them and then they get them back at some point. That doesn't even
Hmm.
happen for these guys.
Mm-mm.
They don't ever
They
get it
just have to
back.
learn
It's
about
brain
it through
damage.
their file. And they say, I
They
have
don't
no
remember
memory of ever
everything. They don't
going to
remember the
this
good
place.
things. They only remember what the like they only they're only able to remember the things that they've said that caused them to forget the memory in the first place. She only knows that she said that Joel is boring and
Yeah.
she hates him. And he Emily said that she has sex with people to get them to like her. These are the
Right.
most horrible thoughts they've ever had about each other, and that's all they have now. They don't
Yeah.
have the 2 years. It's just it's like
They
it's a
only
nightmare. It's
the
so
only
so so so
insight they
scary.
have into it is like their worst argument. So then you have to piece together like, well, what was our life like for these 2 years before our worst argument?
I want to see you. It's final.
Yeah. But then there's
No,
like the
that's it.
moment where on the recording, Clementine leaves the apartment at towards the end when all has been revealed. And Joel is saying on the recording, it's just crazy to spend so much time with someone and realize that you don't actually know them, which recontextualized is just horrible.
Yeah, that
Yeah. And
that
then
that.
goes out into the hallway and is like, I think I can forgive you if you can forgive me. I think we can try. And Clementine's like, okay, but we can't expect each other to be perfect. We know we're gonna have this fight again. Okay.
And again, that's the most sick and twisted line I've ever seen in any movie ever.
Hmm. Hmm.
The like,
Slice
not
me
only
clean
do
in
I
half.
I'm like we're starting with only the knowledge of each other's worst flaws.
Hmm. And not
We had
even
so much conviction about,
each other's worst flaws, but also our own worst flaws in like that we're willing to distort what somebody did to make ourselves seem justified in being mad at them. You know what I mean?
yeah.
Like he says this, yeah, this thing about like Clementine, how she can't be trusted and she just sleeps around in order to get people to like her. And she's like, I don't do that. I know you don't. I wouldn't think that you do that. But it's like
hmm
a thing that you could see somebody saying in anger because he's trying to justify why she would leave him. And now the only thing that they know is like these things that they felt about each other that might not even have been the case. And they have no way to know. Did I think you were boring and pathetic? And did I think your whole puppy dog thing was annoying? Or did I think it was charming until the one day that I was mad at you, you know?
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's that little smile that he gives her in the hallway, and she's like, "Will you just wait for me for a minute? Would just wait for me."
Mhm.
And then he smiles. He gives that cute
And
little
she's
half
like,
smile.
"What do you
Well, it's
want?" And
gotta
he's
be
like, "I don't know."
like also
Great.
completely sick and twisted that he's the one who's chasing after her
At the end,
after 2 years that he
after
does not remember.
another moment that I like is when he's looking back on his times with Clementine. I think it's he's in the dream world and he realizes that he can't like he's tried getting out and he just can't do it, and so he just has to like savor these moments before he doesn't remember them. But he's recalling their first time that they met at the beach, and she was like, "Can I grab a bite of your chicken?" And then just didn't wait for an answer and like started
Mhm.
eating his food. But he just said like it was so intimate as if we were already lovers. And it's the first time that they met, and then it's like that's crazy.
Mhm.
hmm
Yeah, it's okay. I'm
Movie.
just gonna go vomit.
hmm
Movie.
Movie.
Yeah.
My letterbox review this time around was just oh.
Yeah. Ugh.
Oh, oh no.
I did tell Heidi as soon as I finished it, I was like, I just watched the movie. I think you would really like it. She's like, yeah, do you want to watch it with me? I was like, no. You're gonna have to do this one on your own.
Yeah.
I can't watch it again for another year at least.
It's like you can watch it and I'll just like sit there unable to even see because I'm blinded by my own tears because I know what's gonna happen. Yeah.
So I love nonlinear storytelling. We've said this before.
Mhm.
And the fact that it's like it is happening linearly, the story.
Yeah.
But not how do you do that? Do you do that? That's I love when a story unfolds like from backwards, and that's just good.
I like also the like art that he does of like moments with Clementine because that's nice, and also because he's an artist in real life.
That
Yay!
is nice.
Yeah.
Like that he's drawing her on the train
hmm
before she even comes over to talk to him. Almost like he's trying not to forget her.
Yeah.
Like there was a comment that I wanted to talk to you about.
hmm
Girl, They let me.
Was it Zoran Mamdani's okay, but he's not as good
Oh,
a
the
rapper as
Quiznos
Busta
commercials.
Rhymes?
Oh, I've said this before, but my phone gets so boiling lava these days.
I feel
Almost
like it's
hurts
been
to
on flat
touch.
legs for like
Eh.
8 months.
Yeah, definitely.
Can I tell you the song that's in my head right now? I don't know what
Yeah.
it had like. I'm trying to think of how it came up or what it has possibly had to do with anything that we've talked about in this conversation because it doesn't at all. But you know the ham and bubbly SNL sketch?
My gosh, yes, I was literally talking about that one
Young man came up to
yesterday.
me. I could tell right away he was
So right away,
pretty drunk.
he was pretty drunk. That one rocks. That's so good. Haven't seen the sun. Oh, for days.
Oh, for days. Oh, for days.
Yeah.
He's really good at
Anyway,
playing like closeted terrified, you know?
yeah.
Anyway,
Well,
did you
I can't
find
find
that
the
thing
comment
you
that
were
I was.
looking for? Oh
No,
well.
I feel like, yeah, I don't know where I saw it. But, oh, I did read one thing that I was gonna about is when they were filming the bathtub scene again, like practical effects and illusions.
Mhm.
They were filming in the bathtub for like over 2 hours. Then Kate Winslet passed out. When she was back up again, the director just wanted to keep rolling, and Jim Carrey was like, Jim Carrey here. No,
Yeah,
what the
because that's a
hell?
wild just
He
thing to
passed out.
suggest. Yeah.
And when did this come out? Do you know?
2004,
When did The Grinch come out?
2000. He did the
Okay,
Grinch
perfect. And then,
between the
yeah,
Truman Show. Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. So
Such an
he knows
interesting choice.
exactly how it feels to be miserable on set. What and what a good one. Yeah. He's
Yeah.
a hero for that, for real.
Yeah, that's something that I like when you look at kind of his most iconic roles. He's really on like a high note in his dramatic performances in the late 90s, and then he does The Grinch, and then he's right back at it. It's funny.
He's crazy.
Yeah.
He's a hero. I don't think I have anything else to say except for OUGH.
Yeah.
Ugh.
Oh.
It hurted for real.
Oh, I have my leftover notes from the Truman Show.
Yay!
If we want to end on like a 1% lighter note.
Yeah, let's do.
Yeah. Okay, let's do it. Um, so the first thing that I remembered after the fact that I was gonna say, uh, he Truman confronts his mom about seeing the person that he thinks is his dad, and he's like, at first I thought it was just like some like homeless guy, but then really like I know that it was dad. And but because he mentions like the fact that he looked homeless, the mom is only like, he's like, then some like random lady came and pushed him away. She's like, well, that's good. They should be like cracking down and cleaning up the trash downtown. And this is their like idyllic utopian society. So why would
Yeah,
there be a homeless problem downtown? And why would it be such a bad, like, why would it be like no sympathy for them, but just like cleaning up the trash downtown?
that's the thing is I feel like there there wasn't, right? Like there couldn't have been. But then when he like I feel like he said homeless as just kind of like a vague notion.
Yeah.
Like maybe they have a couple people cast as homeless people in the town. Like it's never really been a thing. And then he said that, and the mom was like, "They need to crack down on that." And then that's when it became a problem. They're like, it's
Hmm.
always been this way, right? We all remember the
Yeah.
great homeless invasion of '03.
Right, right, right. Um, so yeah, that's really weird. And then that like paired with their like primary colors, like mid-century aesthetic, it's just a certain combination, a secret combination, perhaps. Oh, hi.
Hello, you want to be
So,
on camera? He's bored. He wants me to play with him. We have these
okay, you
rubber
play with Luke.
frogs. Yeah, yeah. Go play with your uncle. Go. I'm busy. I'm working.
I just think it's like an interesting combination. Like they've created this like ideal community for him to live in. And this is what it is. It's like the mid-century styles and very kind of like conservative family values, you know?
Hmm.
That's just weird.
Yeah.
Um, it's also weird. There's like a moment where somebody mentions like how it takes a village to raise a child, but the context is that it's all these people are like hired actors. And so he's the first person to be adopted by a corporation, and they're giving him a chance at a normal life, but they're not at all.
No.
Because he's living in this like made up world. It's this vision of like an ideal utopian America that he doesn't live in and that probably never existed at all.
Mm-mm.
They're like, we're giving him a
And they're
chance
not
at a
raising
normal
him.
life, the way that life should be. And you're not raising him. He was adopted by a corporation.
Yeah, you are not like taking him out to ice cream while his mom like has a day off or
Right,
something.
right. And you're not like
You
going over to
like
clean the kitchen when the family is sick. You know what I mean?
yeah, you're a
It takes a
PA.
village doesn't just mean that like he gets to be owned by multiple people. That's not what that
Hmm.
phrase means.
Yeah. Yep, yep, yep.
That's scary. That's so scary.
Yeah.
Um,
You live with
I
yourself.
I like the that not only in conversation but like subliminally around they have like the targeted ads that they have in like Sorry to Bother You or Unicorn Store that I just always like that. I think it's really funny. But like when he's
Yeah.
thinking about like maybe I'm gonna go to Fiji, like maybe I'm really gonna do it. I'm gonna leave, and then there's like posters of like lightning striking a plane. It could happen to you. Like they're trying to get
Yeah.
him not to leave, but nobody's gonna be like, no, you shouldn't go because the ratings will go down. They have to
hmm
just kind of subliminally message him, this is home, you
And
have to
that's
stay here. The outside world is dangerous.
I think the thing also ties back in with the homeless people is because they could have so easily created a world without any of that. They're like, yeah, no, and the world is this big. It's just this island, and that's all there is.
Mhm.
Like there's no such thing as homeless people, anything like that. And the people watching relate to that. The people
Right.
watching can go to Fiji. They can go to anywhere they want because it's the world. So they're not going to find anything interesting about a guy who's trapped somewhere. They need to, like, it's for the audience. Truman
Mhm.
needs
They
to
need to
have the
have an
potential to
illusion
go
of him being
somewhere.
able to go somewhere. Yeah,
So,
that's crazy.
I am the creator.
Of a television
Yeah.
show.
Mhm. Yeah.
Right. Yeah.
Right, right,
Uh,
right.
and then the last thing that I wrote down, I think this is in connection with like pretending to give him a chance at a normal life. Um, I'm not even sure if I had a specific example of this, but the idea that you can recognize systemic issues as issues, you know that it's a problem, but unless the way to change these things is entertaining, we won't do anything to change them.
You said this was ending on a lighter note.
Yeah, just a little bit lighter. But it's still like, let's put Jim Carrey in the psychological torture chamber and just see what happens. That's both of these movies.
Yes.
But if you were in a prison in your
Yeah.
mind, yeah.
And let's all again thank Jim Carrey for his service. And
Hmm.
wait until next year when Mr. Beast like releases the technology.
Creates
Like,
the Truman Show in real life and also creates Eternal Sunshine of the Spotless Mind in real life.
yeah. Like I
Yeah.
have five friends erase their memories. First one to find each other wins $1 million.
Yeah.
And that's how he smiles.
And he might be two people.
He might be two people. Is that a theory?
Mhm. Have you heard that one? Because of like there are some videos where he has veneers and some videos where he doesn't. And so instead of the assumption being like, well, he must have filmed this video earlier, the assumption is he has a doppelganger with veneers.
Like that. Like, so the doppelganger is the one with veneers?
I think the doppelganger is the one with veneers. I hope so. To me, that's funnier. Like, okay, we found this guy. He looks exactly like you, but he does have better teeth. Will that work? Yeah.
It's the opposite of what happened to Hugh Jackman in The Prestige. Chat, are we cooked?
Yes. Okay, lighter note. Lighter note. I'm thinking of it. It's gonna happen. We're gonna be okay. I
Wait,
watched that movie, Sita Ramam, that's been recommended.
was it?
I thought that the costumes were good. I thought actually the lighting was pretty good. It's not a lot of like dramatic theatrical lighting, but that's okay. Because it was still like not the whole where it's light out you can see everything equally, and when it's dark out you can see nothing equally, how people do. It was like there was some texture there. So it felt
Yeah.
like it was good. I liked that. It was really nice to look at. I thought that it's like mixing a political story and a love story, and I didn't feel like it was very strong in the mixture. Like I was like I would have really liked it if it was just one or the other. What else? Oh, there's a part where they're talking about like these people have been hiding in a bunker underground and it's been snowing for like 2 weeks straight, and so they're like running out of supplies. and then somebody like lifts the door of the bunker to go out, and there's like 2 inches of snow. I was like, come on, dude.
2 inches? How much snow?
Yeah. It was like beep.
Oh,
So I said,
oh,
that's so cute.
that's
That's so cold and
nice.
snow. That's so nice. And this was
Yeah,
during,
cute.
weirdly in my area right now, it's been like way too warm. Probably there's nothing wrong there. That's
Hmm.
probably fine. There's no global issues there that are concerning, but when I watched it, it was the first week of December was actual December weather where it was like cold and snowy and stuff, and we got down to like 11 degrees. I was like, nice. I honestly I felt encouraged. I was like, global climate change is a hoax. It doesn't exist. Look at us. It's snowing in December. And then that was the first week of December, and then the last 2 weeks of December that have been happening balmy, 50 degrees Fahrenheit. Not an exaggeration.
Yeah. Why is it 50 degrees there and
No!
it's like 19 degrees here?
Yeah,
Feels weird.
it's weird because of how the climate is changing. And so sometimes people who had kind of different weather patterns in the past are now experiencing the wrong ones because of the change. And I know it's El
Lighter!
Nino, so like
Olivia, lighter!
our weather is a little bit different because it's El Nino this year, but like still. 50 degrees in December is an abomination, and it's Mr. Beast's
Sounds
fault, I'm
about
pretty sure.
right.
But I just
Would
I
not be
just thought that was funny.
surprised.
They're like showing like, oh, it's been snowing for 2 weeks straight. There's no way to get out. And then like they had as much snow as I did after like a couple hours.
Yeah, that's awesome. That's so
It
funny.
was really good. I was like, I like this
The
movie.
one and
Like
only time
comedy.
that the one time in high school that they ever canceled, like in the 10 years that my family lived in Bismarck, the only time that they ever canceled school was when it was 70 degrees below zero. And at that point, it was too cold to snow, but we had all the snow from before too cold to
Mhm.
snow.
It's like built up
And every
and
time it
it gets
happens, it
like
just builds
packed
up.
down and it becomes really, really, really solid.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
Yeah. I love it when they cancel school
That's cute.
because it's so cold that like cars and buses won't run. So there's no way
Yeah,
to
that's
get to
nice.
school, and that's why they cancel.
Yeah.
Yeah. And we always like growing up, like we heard about a school in Georgia that closed because they got like the tiniest bit of snow, and we were like, that's so lame.
Mhm.
Like those guys are such babies. But then it's like, well, actually, the infrastructure of a town is pretty much built on the weather patterns that they usually have.
Mhm.
So it's not really it's not like the fault of people who live in Atlanta. They're like, oh, they're such babies, they don't know how to drive in the snow. It's like, well, they have
Even though
never
they
had
are
to
and they
learn before.
don't.
They're not supposed to.
Hmm.
I don't know. Okay, Sita Ramam, I thought that the performances between the two leads were really good and fun. And it's worth watching, like, even just to look at. It's just
Oh,
like
I
a
like that.
really
I like looking
beautiful
at
movie.
things.
It's filmed
Uh-huh.
like mostly in, is this true? It's set mostly in Kashmir, which is part of the like the political stuff that like didn't super land for me.
Uh-huh.
Um, but I liked it. It wasn't like it's an Indian movie, so I think it's like pro like Hindu, but not to the point that it's like extremely anti-Muslim, which can happen sometimes. And I was like,
Yep.
yeah.
Do you remember when I watched the Indian version of Top Gun with Jen?
Vaguely.
Yeah, you remember how I didn't have a lot to say about it?
Well, that's probably why I only remember it very little.
Yep. Bring that up for no particular reason.
Yeah, yeah. Just one of those things. Um, but anyway, it's like mostly filmed on location, and so it's like really, really beautiful. Lovely scenery, and the costumes are good,
Hmm.
and the performances are good.
And I like all those things.
And I like all those things. So I think it's not like my favorite. Like sometimes people will recommend a movie and it becomes the greatest movie anyone has ever seen.
Hmm.
And this one I don't think it's
Speaking
that,
of, I've
but I
been thinking
do
about
think it's
Iga a
like
lot.
yeah, Iga. But
Yeah.
it's like worth watching. It's like fun and pretty. And it's not so like I think the political story is its weaker point, but it's not
Mhm.
like so blatantly one-sided that you're like, come on, you can't say stuff like that. So yeah, that's my review. And that's a lighter note than we've been on.
Yay!
Yay!
Yay! Oh, yeah, he
Yeah,
agrees. I should probably go on account of it's dinner time and I'm hungry.
totally.
It's not dinner
Um,
for you. You ate.
you should watch Merry Christmas, the movie.
We can talk about
And then
it.
we can talk about it and we can do it for Christmas.
Yay for
Yay!
Christmas. Yay. Okie dokie, I will do that. I'm excited to see it.
Cool.
And I hope this one is as it's listed. And I don't go into it thinking, we all laugh sometimes. And then I don't. I'm
You'll
trapped in the
laugh
torment
sometimes,
nexus.
but it is like a thriller, you know? So you'll be like, "Oh, I wonder what's
But
gonna
it's
happen."
listed as a thriller.
And it's listed as a
I
thriller, so
know
you'll be
that.
prepared, and that's okay.
Hmm.
I gotta answer a
Okay,
call.
good.
So this is good timing.
All right, well, Godspeed. Enjoy that call.
Thank you. Hello?